There was a case recently where two upper-class gay men adopted some kids specifically to abuse them. Okay, now the reactions to this were very predictable. The reactions were, of course, that it was horrifying, and also that it brought into question the whole idea of whether or not, two men should even be allowed to adopt children. Okay, now I'd like to contrast this to the reaction of when Andrea Yates murdered her 5 children. Okay. There was horror, just like there was of the 2 gay men who abused their poor kids. But there was also an outpouring of sympathy. And nobody said that women are too emotional to take care of small children. See, that's one of the odd things about it. We will have people saying women are too emotional for executive positions. Women are too emotional to be close to the bomb. But you think about how easily small kids can get on your nerves. And yet, women who are so supposedly, controlled by their hormones are left in charge of small children. Does that make sense? I mean, we're apt to, go crazy on our menstrual periods and drown them all, like Andrea Yates did. Or, drown them another way, like Susan Smith did. But of course, nobody ever does that when a tragedy involving a mother comes out. In fact, the odd thing about it is that the mother tends to get sympathy simply because it is considered so abnormal for a mother to murder her children that paradoxically she must have been under so much stress, or have gone so nuts that she's deserving of sympathy, whereas somebody else is not. Now, of course, there was also in the Andrea Yates case, and she did get noticeably more sympathy than Susan Smith did. There was concern because of the fact that she had had so many children so close together. Because of her, she and her husband belonged to one of those groups that didn't believe in family planning. They believed in having a baby every year. Okay. But anyway, I do think it is very interesting, and that we do need to, understand that people do, that there is that contrast there. You can predict if 2 gay men abuse their children, people are going to say, well, gay men shouldn't adopt children. But if a mama murders her children, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter how heinous it is, nobody's ever going to say that mamas shouldn't be taking care of kids. And unlike the gay men, mamas are likely to get sympathy because it is assumed that since mamas are so naturally loving towards children, something must have gone terribly wrong that they did that. Okay, I just think the contrast is interesting.